Okay, guys, we're getting maps today. I think. With Age 2 unlocked, we now have access to gold, iron, and lapis, which means we'll finally be able to have, like, good tools. But before we can get iron, we need to upgrade our dowsing rod, which right now I'm melting sand to do just that. But before doing that, we're gonna take Bubba out on a trip to try and find some iron deposits. All right, all the glass is done. I hope one piece of sand is enough. If it isn't, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, I think it is. Like this, there we go. Now we've got the tier 2 dowsing rod, which can find the tier 2 ores, which, can I get rid of my old one? Yes, I can. Now, I was able to mark out veins for every new ore that we have, which is neat. And so we're gonna go mine those. All right, I finally hit the vein. I'm gonna need a lot of this stuff, so I'm gonna probably stay here and mine a bunch. Alrighty, we're back. Now with some iron. Okay, wow, we can't even cook it yet. Cool. All right, no better tools for me for the time being. I guess we're gonna be heading to the Betweenlands. Alright, it's time to head out on a very grand adventure in order to find ourselves a swamp, which we will then be able to use to get to the Betweenlands. Okay, that looks like an angry wolf. I'm not touching that. Well, I am touching those. The altar over here is most definitely where I need to be. Oh! Okay, these guys, they just spawn in and teleport around and try and attack you. Not on my watch. So what's up with this place, huh? Dark Druid altar. Oh, I got... Oh, shoot, okay, they can cast spells. Alright, fight me then. Okay, yeah, they dropped swamp talisman pieces. I guess I just gotta kill him and get the talisman then. Okay, he died. Oh, okay, that's all 4 pieces of the talisman. We can make it. We can head into the Betweenlands now. What's going on with the 4 pieces? What are they doing? What are we doing here? Are the mages gonna spawn in now, or are they all gone? Oh, it's in the inventory. So what does this do? Okay, so supposedly that's all I had to do, because all I gotta do with this thing is to right-click it on a sapling to make a portal. And I'm gonna make that portal at my base, so that I don't have to come all the way back here if I die in there. Now it's time to make the long trek all the way back to base. Alright, home sweet hovel. And that's a lot of... Okay, you know what? We're gonna sleep, because the mobs out here during Age 2 are very dangerous. Okay, no more nonsense. We're going to the Betweenlands, and I'm gonna put the portal here because I don't trust. You know what? I'm gonna put it inside of here. I don't trust the. I don't trust putting it in my base. I have no clue like how big this thing is or what it does. So, oh, there's not enough space. Okay, if I put it like on top here. Oh, this is a big portal. Okay, yeah, good thing I didn't put it in my base. All right, well, we have that now, and the talisman can be reused, which is cool. All right, I've got food, I've got my stuff. I think it's time to finally head into the Betweenlands. Ah, there we are. Okay, the Betweenlands finally loaded in. So what is this place? I don't know what I need to do here. That does nothing. What the fuck? I'm getting comboed by a fish. Okay, so apparently vanilla tools are ineffective in the Betweenlands. Hello? Okay, there we go. So vanilla tools are ineffective in the Betweenlands, and you need to use weedwood tools, right? And I figured, hey, why not bring a sapling of weedwood all the way back to the surface? Well, all the way back to the surface, back to the overworld, and then collect all the stuff I need for tools from there. So I don't know if these are valid for the saw. I hope so. Okay, 8 sticks should be plenty to make some valid tools. So first of all, a sword. Second of all, a pickaxe. Third of all, an axe. And let's also make a shovel. So now I should be able to somewhat fend for myself inside of the Betweenlands. Let's just hope I can. Alrighty then, attempt number 2. Here we go. So I've done a bit of reading about the advancements and stuff, but the bar above my hunger is a cleanness bar as far as I'm aware, right? And I need to find like sap or something to clean myself. But the pots are giving me stuff. I think the pots are the key here. Because for a smeltery controller, this thing, I need an aqua middle gem. Now where was that tower? Okay, it's over there. We can get there. We've got planks. We've got building blocks. Okay, what do I have? I have jam donuts. Jam donuts, I do want these because they do give me fruit and grain, which are the 2 nutritional things that I'm missing. Oh my god. Oh, this is a new floor. Hold on. I think that breaking the spawner in the bottom floor was able to get me to, let's just get rid of this real quick. Hopefully. Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah, see, the next floor up top just got open, and there's a termite in that pot. There you Getting rid of the monster spawner before I even go up into the floor. Swamp hags. I'm assuming these are zombies of some sort. Yeah, probably. Oh, these things drop bones. Okay, I need bones for better tools. Can I make a crafting table out of the weedwood? Okay, yes, I can make, okay, weedwood crafting table. I'm pretty sure if I use this, yeah, there we go. I can make a bone sword, but I don't want to use up my bones just yet because I don't know when I'm going to get more of them. I don't think they can hit me here. I think I'm good. I'm good. Ow, 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 ow. Jam donut, please save me. I don't know what these things are, but I don't want to deal with them. Okay, there's only one. Nope, there's two of them. Oh, they're too tall. Oh, nope, 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 nope. What is this? What is this? Okay, that did not go as expected. That's one way to get rid of them. I think that's the tower secured. I'm shipping it. I'm shipping it. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. And I died. Okay. It's not my fault. It's the game's fault. The game is unfair. I think that a quick retreat back to base is necessary in order to store all of this stuff that I got. I'm going to close the doors because I just saw a creeper outside. All of my loot from the Betweenlands. We have to go back anyways, but it's nice to have a little spot on the outside. Alright, bringing my loot back is fun and all, but we need to go back to the first thanks. Oh my god. I had to quick stop back at base to pick up my nature's compass because I remember that it can actually point me towards sludge plains, and sludge plains are the biomes that spawn the gems that I'm looking for. Look at that. There's ore samples in the Betweenlands. It's kind of fun. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a gem here. Also, it turns out these guys, they're friendly. Like, I mean, they don't attack you. They're not friendly. They're neutral. They're neutral. They don't attack you immediately. Actually, hold on. There's a blue gem right here. All right, home sweet, not the swamp. We got to purify these gems. I only really need to purify the red one. But, so for the purifier, unless I have enough. Okay. I need 3 octane ingots for the purifier, which I have right here. But what I also wanted to do was make an animator, which requires white hearts, which I have, which is funny. So I can make the animator, and I also got to make the purifier. Okay, I'm gonna put them in the big log area, and I also need buckets. And we can just throw in the gem. I don't know if it costs multiple sulfur or like how much sulfur it takes, and we're good. Okay, there's the gem. We're done with this. Next is copious amounts of grout. But before that, I'm just gonna go ahead and store up all of the other stuff. This junk, and the swamp water. We're just gonna store it at the tree, I guess. So since there currently still isn't a better way to make grout, I still have to throw it into the millstone. The good part is that the millstone is automated and I don't have to crank it constantly, but I will get more sand because I don't think this is going to be enough for a full-size smeltery controller, and we are now one step closer to having iron. Right, there's still a lot of grout to cook, but I think it's time to start building the smeltery. We are officially retiring the seared heater and the melter in favor of the larger smeltery, which we can also now have multiple outputs from. And we're missing a couple blocks, most notably the fuel tank, which is supposed to go right here. Now, if my mind is not playing tricks on me and I'm not just completely gone schizophrenic, there should be lava at the Corallium Pearl mine. As low as possible, as deep as possible. Oh my god, that's... Okay, hold on. Second of all, this is exactly what I was looking for. Down here. This Thanksgiving, Hold on, I already did that joke. This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for Bubba. Best horse anyone could ever ask for. Donald Trump can confirm that. Okay, so clay barrel, 8 seared bricks, makes us the seared tank. So call back to our puny little melter, which can only hold 3 ores and cook copper and tin. And now we have a seared smeltery, which, there we go. No more buckets. We lost 4 buckets but we've got lava, and the smeltery is now running at full speed. Well, full speed for now. I'm pretty sure we can get better fuel later on. But for now means we get to cook up some iron. Look at that. It's glorious. We finally have iron. Advancement made. The gold standard. So you grab the tool station, 3 bricks, and then 4 pieces of iron makes a tool forge, which gives us access to all of the tools in the mod. Now, first things first is an iron bucket so that we can collect a lot more lava. Second thing second is another iron bucket. All right, and a combination of all of these tool parts that I just made is gonna make me a hammer. Now this thing is gonna be good for mining. Now this hammer is gonna help us mine absolutely atrocious quantities of ores. It's almost nighttime. You know, an unassuming player wouldn't actually know that this entire area used to be a copper vein. But, yeah, it was. visible by the amount of copper I just mined. All right, that's all of the veins now nearly or completely fully collected, except tin. I should probably go get more tin. But what I wanted to do is set my sights on fixing up the base and making it, you know, a little more organized, right? So when I say that I'm not a very good builder, I really mean it, because the new base is a big box made out of stone bricks. Anyways, base tour time. First of all, we got the storage here, which I've actually, you know, consolidated into a properly sorted storage system. I'm sure that there were at least a couple people who were mad that I had essentially a chest monster, but without the monster, just a bunch of chests. It hadn't evolved into a chest monster just yet, so I decided, you know what, let's cut it at the root and let's make a storage system. Next up, we got the really tall bed. I don't feel like moving it. Next up, we got 4 furnaces, yay! The tool making stations, as well as our crafting table. And then we also have a seared smeltery that I have now upgraded to, just real quick, let me show you, up to a 3x3, and it's got 4 layers. So it can smelt up to 36 ores at once, which is already 3 times more than the old smeltery. The kiln is here, and I decided to make a new totem, this time having a rabbit, a horse, a buffalo, pig, ocelot, and enderman all the way up top for maximum buffs. Next up out here, we have a quick way to get to our little kinetic setup over here, a little create mod setup, and then the farm all the way back out here. Well, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be crafting an iron apple and getting ourselves access to the... Never mind. You know what? Never mind. Yeah, let's go mining. It was fun when I did that. Let's go grab the last ore we're missing, which is the rock crystals. It's not really an ore, but we do need rock crystals. So I got stuck in a tar pit and viciously bullied by a skeleton. So I've been looking for hours, unironically, for some rock crystals, and I haven't been able to find it. And supposedly, in the beneath, they can spawn, right? So I've just got to find samples of these things somewhere down here, which I am already doubting the existence of. Okay, I don't know who said that, but it's just straight up not true. I have yet to find a single sample. Oh my god, it's right here. Oh my god, okay, finally. Holy shit, we found it, we got the rock crystals. Oh my god, it's been hours. It's been like damn near like 2.5 hours that I've been looking for these things. Oh my god, okay, hold on. My goodness, this is a pretty big vein. I might end up not needing to visit multiple veins. You know, if these crystals were like super rare or something, I would be fine with searching for 2 hours. But the fact that I've found like maybe 5 or 6 surface deposits, and it's only on this one that I'm actually able to find the ore, I feel like it makes it way more frustrating than it has to be. I can't believe it took that long to get rock crystals. Oh, I have never been so happy to finally be back at my base. We're just gonna fill this chest with the crystals. I don't care. We've got rock crystals now. Which means technically we can also make rock crystal tools, but I mean Tinker's tools are just great. Alright, all interruptions aside, we now have this, and I just remembered I need parchment. Which, by the way, we can finally use our luminous crafting table to make a bunch of extra parchment, which is significantly easier to make than the strategy with mulberry wood. But with that all said and done, let's go ahead and craft ourselves. I can't remember what it was. I think it's called a constellation paper. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyways, we memorized a drawing of Evorcio. So realistically, this doesn't mean anything, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. With the rock crystals finally found and everything else, we're not out of the woodwork just yet, because I still need a few more things from Astral Sorcery before I can move on. So I'm hoping I have enough starlight, because you know the sun is out, so the moon isn't very strong right now. I'm hoping that that's... Oh yeah, it's the correct recipe. Oh my god, I'm so close. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for it to become nighttime. You know when people say that they hate it when others leave trees floating, and then 90% of the time you're wondering like, who even does that anymore? That's me. I do that. I do that. Just kidding, I just had to empty out my inventory so I could keep mining. Alright, let's get this going before we eventually run out of time. So, with the light well, since it's still nighttime, I'm gonna try and rush this. With the light well, we can throw rock crystals in, and that starts making liquid starlight. Now with this, once this produced a full bucket, we can use that while it's full to make a starlight crafting altar. This is taking a while. I don't like this. Can I do like one thing? There's mobs everywhere. Another creeper blew up, by the way. Why does this guy have 60 health? Oh my god, just barely we got the starlight altar. Oh my god. Okay, starlight crafting altar has been obtained. We're gonna have to make a little structure around it, and we're gonna do it up top here. Oh my god, that had me nervous. And the creeper too. I thought he'd destroy the well and I'd be back at square one. Now that the issue of the crafting table has been solved, we need to make star metal, which I think is just crafting iron ore. Yeah, literally. All right, so first I had to cut a bunch of sand up into piles and then cook the piles into shards. Next up, an aquamarine and a gunpowder, and that's the recipe for the first one. Once again, I've been hit by one of those Sevtech moments and I have to go find another black flower out here. Ah, there's one right there. Easy peasy. Millstone, turn it into black dye. Thank you. I have a feeling that for most of these recipes, I'm gonna need some sort of moonlight to complete them. Oh yeah, the altar. Right, okay. All right, so the first thing that I have to do is first of all, sooty marble. Make a bunch of that, and make the base upon which my altar can now sit. All right, there we go. That's step 2 completed. The next step, put chiseled marble on all the corners here. Then the rest is arches, which, hold on, there's a hole in the roof. Ah, never mind, it's fine. Now, on every single one of these chiseled pieces, you put 2 pillars and the chiseled marble. And as you can now see, the bar here is blue and going up. First things first, the illumination powder, which should not take that long to craft. Not as long as upgrading the altar to this tier. Okay, maybe it will take as long, I'm not actually sure. Oh, the recipe's done. All right, and now illumination powder, lapis, black powder, coal, and we make the 4 dark powders, which I hope, okay, wow, that was instant. And now bam with this. Oh, we don't have enough starlight here. We're gonna have to move this to an area that's got more light. Now, I don't know what the range is on this thing, but oh, wow, okay, hold on. There's a field right here. Perfect, okay. It's really not that far, too. Okay, let's build out this altar real quick. There we go, the altar's made. The altar's put up. The crafting table's put up. This is supposed to be an area of high concentration. I mean, hopefully this is enough to craft the star metal. Oh my god, it is. And now we're just gonna sit here and wait. And there you have it, folks. We've got star metal ore. And would you look at that? We got a star metal ingot. All right, final synopsis of the gear. We're bringing a pan because it does more damage and knockback. Iron armor because it's easier to repair. We're bringing around some bronze and a tool station to be able to repair our tools, our bronze gear. We're bringing in vegetables, and we've got fruit in the backpack for keeping our nutrition high because we've already got max protein, so we're gonna be able to max out two other things. And last but not least, I think that's all. 2 stacks of torches for the Dark Forest maze. All right, it is just about time to head on into the Twilight Forest. I think I might take too much damage because I don't have a shield. Ow. My ears? Make our magic map. There we go. All right. Was instantly blown up. Oh my god, the damage on the zombie. Oh my god, he broke the... Oh, okay. falls. And with that, we can upgrade our Starlight crafting altar. And now we have a Celestial altar, which will need to be upgraded, but this is the highest tier Celestial crafting table that we can get at the moment. Alright, first step of the upgrade is more sooty marble. Next up, we put down the bricks and everywhere except the corners. Then we put down the bricks and put in what I can only really describe as a frame around each corner. Fill in each of these corners with raw marble. And then runic marble followed by 2 pillars and chiseled marble on every corner. We are now able of holding significantly more starlight than we used to, and now it's time to get ready for our final recipe. Alright, I've assembled all of the different parts of the final recipe. 2 anvils and 4 pistons looted from the tower, as well as a carbonite reactor. 4 fiery gears and 4 steel leaf rods looted from the other 2 dungeons. A seared furnace controller made with a crimson gem from the middle, and a cauldron made of clay. 2 gas tiers from the Urgas tower, and the last 2 gold chests. Now, all we have to do is wait. While we're waiting, we might as well put some of this unused time to use. So the one thing that was stopping me from upgrading my backpack was actually the fact that I had no wool. And so now, since I actually have wool, I'm able to make a bunch of new, stronger backpacks. But we're gonna put a pause on that real quick because we've got some business to do. And that business is finally completing Age 2 of Sevtech Ages. In a very short moment, we'll have enough starlight to craft our first coal engine. Oh look, another shooting star. I wish that I have enough starlight to craft. So clearly shooting stars don't work because I didn't have enough starlight. I've moved it over. I've moved the altar over like a couple blocks so that now he's in like the middle of the cloud here. So hopefully this helps. There you go. That's 3 gold backpacks with 6 rows each. All right, the moon is rising. It's a full moon. Hopefully this time we can have enough starlight for the craft. Alright, I'm praying on my hands and knees here, man. Please just tell me this is enough starlight. Please. Please let this little bar on the left go over the one on the right. Please. Please. Guys, I have good news. We have enough starlight. Let's start the craft before the night ends, though. Well, we have time. We've got time. Well, I don't know how long the craft will take, but we definitely do have time. Show me this coal engine. There it is. Get ready for a frame drop, guys, because we're going... into Age 3! Oh my god. We now have access to Age 3. Let's look at that advancement page. Oh my goodness. Okay, what are we looking at here? I am personally very excited to start mining all of these new ores and just getting to dig out everything. And I also hope we get access to Tinkers here. But something you guys will notice is we still don't have our map yet, and that is unlocked in Age 4. Until then, I'll be streaming Age 3 on my Twitch at the time this video goes up. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.